pushing the 10,000 subscribers. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button, and thank you for all the support. You guys finally witnessed why everyone needs a point guard. Bro, we've been longing for a point guard for so long. You're telling me that in his first preseason game, Jakucionis 8 points and 10 assists. And what people don't realize, he made the game easy for everybody. Not only is he zipping and zapping passes, he's throwing behind-the-back passes to Kelel Ware, lobs, finding him in the paint. He made Kelel Ware's job so easy. And that is why Bam Adebayo needed a point guard for so long. And I understand people are going to say, oh, well, he's a max player. He doesn't need this and he doesn't need that. That's not the point. You need a floor general that can actually look. Bro, did you see how he was setting everybody up? He set up Jaime. He set up Kelel Ware. He set up Bam Adebayo. He's breaking down the defense, the crossovers, the layups, the shiftiness. Why do you think they had him working with Goran Dragic the other day? That is why it's so important to have veteran leadership around your best players. He looks like a 6'5" Goran Dragic. And I understand it's the preseason. I understand that it's early. I understand it's only one game. But you can see how comfortable he looks out there. How effortlessly he's making these passes. And then also, too, he's competing defensively. That's one of the biggest things. You're telling me that this young point guard is out here competing defensively and setting up 10 dimes? That is exactly the type of effort, the type of resiliency, the type of defense that I need to see from young guys on the court. This Miami Heat team can honestly be really good in the next few years because, like I said, we finally found a floor general who's not selfish. 10 dimes? You guys are going to look over it, but that's how important point guards are. You need to be able to set the floor, set the pace, and get guys easy buckets. Get your big, reward your big with dunks and layups. That is exactly why we needed a point guard for so long. And think about it. His offensive game is really not even there yet. Wait until he really gets 2-3 years in the weight room, 2-3 years in the developmental system. Wait until he really gets to sharpen up his skills. Wait till Spo actually trusts him. Because all I'm saying is he should soon be playing over Drew Smith because you can see the talent. You can see the potential. And you can see the hard work there. And like I said, if you're telling me that the Miami Heat found an elite playmaking defensive-minded point guard, the league is in trouble right now, and I'm telling you.
How much action did that involved in your first game back when they cleared you to play? Or was that sort of maybe more than you thought might be game one?
Yeah, I don't expect anything, I'm just going there and trying to do my job and whatever situation I get, I try to do that. Whatever coach tells me, I'm trying to do. That's good.
The way the ball was moving, you had 4 assists in your first 4 minutes and kept going from there. Did you feel in a flow? Is it the team's offense that put you in a flow? How did that comfort zone come so quickly?
I don't know. I'm just trying to play fast, even though I think we could even play faster today. But everything just comes from practice. Try to do my job,
That two-man connection with Kelel was on display today. How much do you enjoy playing with him as just a pick-and-roll partner?
A lot, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't play a lot in the off season. Summer league obviously, but here we didn't get to play a lot through some circumstances. But now I'm enjoying a lot, and hopefully more and more connection will get to each other.
There was a play where I think you kind of got stuck in the baseline without your dribble, and then you turned and you just threw it up. Knowing that, or you just throwing it up, knowing he's the only one who can go get it?
No, yeah, I was going for the lob for him because he's long, tall, and he can jump too. So I think if you throw, he will get it.
Is this how you envisioned it? I'm just kind of curious. In other words, your first game out there, going out in a game like this, that it would feel so much in place, or did you sort of surprise yourself for day one that you sort of fit in so well?
Like I said, I don't expect anything. I'm just going there and playing basketball.
The same thing goes for Kelel Ware. Now, I don't agree with Erik Spoelstra constantly coming out and pretty much saying that he's lazy, he's not giving up any effort, because we cannot devalue our own assets, okay? Remember, all these guys are under 25, so it's going to take them a few seasons, development, weight room, and overall just skill. Bro, they need to develop their skill. But Kelel Ware tonight, he told Erik Spoelstra to shut his mouth. 29 points and 12 rebounds and 1 block. I think tonight he impacted winning. What do you think, Erik Spoelstra? I think he really did tonight. And I'm not saying that this is the stat line he needs to give us, but I need Kelel Ware to be big. I need Kelel Ware to be dominant. There's no way that you're telling me that we have a 7-foot monster who can block Wemby, shoot threes, shoot trailing threes, shoot fadeaway threes, catch lobs, dunk on people, block shots, a rim protector, and he's playing soft. I'm sorry. We've waited too long for Bam Adebayo to go to the 4. I definitely like Jovic at that 4. However, I would rather him come off the bench because, like I said, we cannot afford to be small anymore. We cannot afford to be out-rebounded any longer. I'm tired of it. I want a 7-foot monster dunking and blocking everything moving. I want a block party. I'm sorry. I need to see a double-double in blocks. I need to see him dunking on everybody and helping Bam Adebayo. Because if you have a roaming Bam Adebayo on defense, the NBA is in trouble. And like I said, I don't need 29 and 20 from Kelel Ware. But I need effort, and I need defense, and I need 110% blood, sweat, and tears on the court. That's it. Nothing less and nothing more. As long as Eric Spoelstra can be hard on him behind closed doors, but I don't agree with Eric Spoelstra constantly calling him out and devaluing a young asset that we could possibly trade in the future depending on how things go. I don't agree with that part.
Days ago, after he spoke to Coach, he sort of issued a challenge. How much did you take his challenge to heart in the last 2 days? And how much different do you think your effort was, your productivity, contributing more toward a positive outlook today?
I mean, I always take anything, Coach says to me as motivation. And, I take it and I try to, impact it into my game, and I try to, play as hard as I can. Like I said, last interview, so I was still getting, my legs, I guess, back up under me from training camp. But, so that's it.
You seem to be really enjoying playing with the Cavs today. What's it like playing with the guy who can get you the ball like that?
No, it's always fun playing with a great point guard. So, him, Pella, really just any point guard that's out there that's able to, come off the screen, to get the layup, even Norm, he had a couple floats, like off the screen. So it's always good playing with guards. He's able to, run the pick and roll with him.
What it felt better about tonight maybe compared to the other nights? Was it having, like you mentioned, those guards, or was it something different that kind of led to this type of performance maybe?
No, like you said, get my legs back up under me from training camp. That's really good.
And Spo was talking about how, Kaz and you, that's almost like a natural connection even besides the small sample size. Do you kind of feel that as well, and what do you like about his game?
No, of course. I mean, I feel like he's more of a pass-first point guard. When you got a big that's, I guess, that's a lobster and is able to create space for not me, but just, him as well. But, that's just a great, chemistry that would be able to be built.
Well, we had this moment in Summer League where Coach said something. We talked to you the next day. You had a big game. You spoke about that. Same situation here. How much do you take to heart when you see or hear, or maybe your friends or someone tells you that Coach is sort of demanding more? How much does that resonate with you? Did it bother you? Did you sort of sit down and take stock? Like, what's it like when you have those moments?
I mean, no, it doesn't ever bother me. Like I said, I just take this motivation. Try to come out the next game better and try to, follow the game after that with it.
Guys, all I'm saying is this Miami Heat team has a lot of talent. There's guys out here that need to be put in the proper position, like Jovic, Kelel Ware. And like I said, I know Jakucionis, it's only the first game back pretty much, and I know it's just a little bit of a flashes, but he looked phenomenal. Great playmaking floor general. That's exactly what this Miami Heat team needs with Wiggins, Powell, Bam, and Tyler. I honestly think this Miami Heat team is going to be a lot better than what people think, and especially in the future. All we have to do is continue to trust the development, the weight room, and the overall Miami Heat organization, because I'm telling you, I like the young talent. Hit that subscribe button, and thank you for all the support.